I would say, like, knowing your exit strategy before you buy is definitely the most important aspect. So sometimes I'll look at a property and it's not something that I want to hold, but when I'm buying it, I want to make sure that I can hold it as well. So just in case the market takes a shift or something like that. So there was a time where I bought a small portfolio of properties and then COVID hit. And so the market shifted pretty quickly and I couldn't sell those right away. But when I bought them, I made sure that I was going to be able to rent them as well as flip them.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Jessica Sinski, who is a realtor, property manager, and investor in the Charlotte area. So excited to have you here today, Jessica.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm excited to be on and chat real estate.
Awesome. Let's dive in. First off, for those who are not familiar with you and your work yet, can you share what your main focus is?
So I do a little bit of different stuff in the real estate world. I am a realtor and property manager in the greater Charlotte and Charlotte region in North Carolina. On the property management side, we manage about 300 single family and small multifamily homes. And on the realtor side, it's just clientele that I service as well. And in the investor world, I own Airbnbs and room rentals. So I rent out rooms in houses.
Awesome. And is this all in Charlotte area, or do you operate in other markets too?
Pretty much in the Charlotte area and surrounding cities. So we go up an hour to like Winston, an hour and a half, Winston-Salem, and then we go all the way down to South Carolina as well. So it's North and South Carolina, but we're right by the border.
Nice. And how did you get started as an investor?
So getting started, I bought my first home in 2016, and I was already licensed as a realtor then. And I was living at home with my parents and just graduated college, and I didn't want to rent, so I bought a condo, and I didn't want to live alone, so I rented out the other room to a roommate, and that roommate ended up paying my entire mortgage basically, and I paid the bills and stuff, but yeah, it offset a lot of the costs, and then from there I was buying more after that.
Awesome. And so what kind of rental properties are you investing in?
I've been looking at like areas or properties where I can either build an ADU, accessory dwelling unit, it's like an extra home, or like duplexes, small multifamily. Pretty much all the stuff that I own, it has either the opportunity to build something in the backyard or something like that, or it has two homes on a single lot, or it's a duplex. I do own some condos as well. And in the condos, I do room rentals because they're closer to uptown and have HOAs.
Awesome. What do you feel have been some of the main keys that made the biggest difference in allowing your business to be able to grow and run smoothly?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
I would say like knowing your exit strategy before you buy is definitely the most important aspect. So sometimes I'll look at a property and it's not something that I want to hold, but when I'm buying it, I want to make sure that I can hold it as well. So just in case the market takes a shift or something like that. So there was a time where I bought a small portfolio of properties and then COVID hit. And so the market shifted pretty quickly and I couldn't sell those right away. But when I bought them, I made sure that I was going to be able to rent them as well as flip them. And so the numbers worked all across the board. I was able to refinance, pull all my money out, essentially BRRRR that property, and keep it versus being stuck in a bind where I would have had to sell it or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are some obstacles or challenges that you have had to overcome on your investing journey?
So I would say like there's sometimes delays, product material not being delivered on time, contractors not showing up. There's been delays on loans, and then that delays everything else, and it costs more because you have money going out in other spaces. So just being prepared to bob and weave with whatever life kind of throws at you when you're in this business. Don't get stuck in the problem. Just keep going forward and you'll find your way out.
Yeah. And how did you resolve your problems? Were you just doing trial and error? Have you done mentorship? How did you learn all of this?
I've had a mentor before. I do a lot of networking. So I go to the local real estate investor meetups in the area. If I'm not familiar with something, I'm asking questions. I'm not just sitting there pondering or in my own mind. I kind of get out into the community and I ask others. For instance, I just recently had a new client come up and they wanted commercial, and commercial is not my expertise, but it's a lease and I do know the business that he's looking at running. I know what his clientele would be, and so I feel like I could help him in that area, but it's definitely a new area for finding commercial for a client. So I went out to a couple real estate meetings and I started asking around, hey, does anyone know of any commercial spaces that would work for this? And I got introduced to a bunch of different options and ended up finding him something. So definitely networking has helped me the most. It's not just one mentor, it's kind of like a community of collaboration.
Yeah, definitely. Networking is so helpful in this industry.
Mhm.
Do you have any networking tips or strategies for people?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Don't be scared. Just go out there and you're going to get stuff wrong and it's okay. But don't be shy. Like, Just go out there and do it. The most important thing is that you're doing it. You may fail along the way, but there's always a solution to that. And being able to be the problem solver in whatever you're doing is going to be most helpful. So you might not know all the answers to the problem, but you can go out and find them by being present and asking questions and just asking. People want to help.
Definitely. And what would you say you're most focusing on solving or scaling to next in your business?
So right now I'm refinancing my portfolio and I'm going to be pulling out cash from that I've built up through my equity. And then I'll be building an ADU unit in the back of one of one of my properties to have more income generated.
Awesome. And what does that process look like?
So just going to a local lender, and these are mostly rental properties, so getting DSCR loans and pulling out the cash that I've built up in equity from those. Once I have enough cash, then I have to go to the city, get permits, and I've already gotten like a clear kind of zoning for building an AD unit, so I don't need to do that per se, but getting permits approved, finding the right builder that I want to utilize that won't walk off the job on me or something like that, and then having the plans in place to get it built, and once it's built, then renting it out, and then I would also refinance that property again, to put it into a single loan and be able to pull it out. Once you have an ADU unit on it, obviously the value of the property goes up, usually about 100,000 or so. It depends on what you build. And then you can refinance that. If it's a full rental property, you can refinance that into another DSCR loan and pull your money out of that.
Yeah, amazing. Sounds like a great opportunity.
Yep.
What advice would you give to newer investors or those looking to get started?
I would find those real estate meetings in your area, but don't get stuck in the analysis paralysis. I find a lot of newbies, they're so into learning, but just pick one avenue and apply it. So don't just continuously learn, and then you find something or you think you find something, and then you're just overanalyzing it. The people that make the money are doing stuff. They're not stuck. They're going no matter if they're right, they're wrong, they're still going and they're pushing through.
Absolutely. And what do some of those action steps look like?
I would say to find like a network meeting in your area. Facebook is a great avenue. Anywhere on social media, if you're looking up hashtags or stuff like that. I know in the Charlotte area, there's probably about 50 meetings a month. So there's probably one like every day where you can meet up with another real estate professional and have those conversations about real estate. And then once you start to learn some of the methods of buying or selling or so forth, then going on to apply it. So going out, looking at properties, looking at numbers, making sure that you're utilizing the stuff that you're learning. And then from there, hopefully you buy something.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, amazing. How do you get your leads for the right real estate to invest in?
I would say I've been in this business so long that really everything just comes to me. My sphere of influence is large. I have a pretty big following, and people reach out to me all the time for investment properties per se. I have a lot of wholesalers. I've even had clients that just come to me and they're in a problem and I'm able to solve their problem. And maybe that's buying their property, maybe it's selling it for them. It just depends on what their situation is. But I would say my sphere of influence and then social media.
Awesome. And what are you looking forward to as far as any goals that you have for this upcoming year?
Just right now, I would say the goal is to build an ADU unit, add additional income to my portfolio, and then, just stabilizing the portfolio. After I do that, then I would be looking to buy more properties. So,
Yeah, awesome. What would you, because I know that you're also like an agent, a property manager. Do you want to share about those lines of business?
sure. So I've worked as an agent. I've been licensed as an agent since 2015. I've done all different types of things in the agency retail world. I originally started as a assistant, and so I took the real estate class, but I was still in college, so I just needed a job. And so I started as an assistant and I was assisting an agent do their foreclosures. So I worked at a big foreclosure firm. From there, I became her like right-hand person, she would say, and I ran the division as director of sales. Then after that, so I worked there for about 5 years, finished college during that time, and then from there, I moved to a new company and I worked with another agent and I was doing all their hedge fund purchases. So I helped their hedge fund purchase about 30 homes a month. Over the years, I've probably been involved in about over 750 transactions from start to finish, mostly on the seller side of things, but also on the buyer side when the hedge fund stuff came in. So I have experience on both sides for the retail world. I know how investors work and I know how different scenarios work, whether it be estates, divorce, foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, short sales. I've done it all. And then on the property management side, when sales started to slow down a little bit, I stepped into more of a property manager role. And so we manage about that many homes all the way from like Winston-Salem area down to like Lancaster, South Carolina. And most of ours are in Charlotte or surrounding areas. But we have a large clientele, so we manage those homes. And yeah, I think that sums it up pretty much.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing all of that. Yeah, sounds like you've been really involved in real estate in all areas. What would you say has been like one of the main lessons that you've learned?
Big main lesson for the real estate world. You gotta do your due diligence before you buy. So sellers will say one thing, people forget things, and you gotta like look at every house as like it's a blank surface and do your own due diligence, find the answers. Don't expect people to give you the answers on the physical house, like, and then on the other side, buyers say they don't know stuff, but they know stuff too. And you gotta make sure that the transaction kind of like flows and goes smoothly. And sometimes people need a little hand holding when they're making those decisions. So just being patient with them and giving them all the right answers or all the answers that they would need. Maybe even the questions that they're not sure that they needed to ask. You give those to them as well. And on the property management side, I would say like definitely screen your tenants. Like there's been a ton of fraud. We've found people submitting fraudulent IDs and then their credit comes back good and we uncovered like a whole scheme kind of thing and we've been able to screen people better and make sure our evictions are low. So and that we're getting the landlords their money every month.
Yeah, definitely. That's important. Thank you for sharing. Well, before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
I can be found on Instagram very easily. My Instagram is Miss Jessica, but it's spelled Jessica, Jessica. If you wanted to call me, my phone number is 980-365-3575, or my website is carolinapropertypro.com. You can submit something through there, look up a little bit more about me. My email address is jessica@carolinaresidentialgroup.com as well. So any of those methods.
Perfect. Well, appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
Of course. I was glad to share some of my insights and my journey along the way, and hopefully I get to share or talk with others about theirs.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And for the listeners that are tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Jessica who are building real businesses, and we will see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.